Hello, welcome back to Ooh Aah Crochet. My name is Amber and I have some finished objects for you today. My mother requested a few things and I was like, okay, and then she requested some more. So let me go over those with you. I really don't have patterns for most of them. There was a pattern from 1973 that was basically somebody screenshotted a picture of it and I went with it. So she brought me this crazy yarn. Have I told you guys how much my mother loves pink? Guess what I've been crocheting with for the last couple days? Pink, 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 more pink. Okay. So she brought me this crazy pink yarn and this crazy rainbow yarn. Do you see this? It's crazy and it's fuzzy, and don't ask me to frog it. Oh wait, I did frog it because I ran out of yarn with the other one. I held two strands together with this yarn and then a light pink baby yarn, and I ran out of the light pink baby yarn because she asked for something else. So here is the purse or the bag that she asked for. It is definitely, let's see, so there's bobble stitches on the bottom. Not really bobble stitches, they were just like extended stitches, maybe? They weren't like double crochet bobbles or anything. So at the bottom, and then single crochets at the top. You made it in one long piece, and then you seamed up the sides. And then the handle, I used a piece of plastic tubing because she thought it would make more, sorry, everything's kind of crowded around me. So she thought it would give it more stability, and I agree. So there's that in there, and the handle, and I just did a couple rows of single crochet and then crocheted around it and crocheted it together and attached it on the inside of the bag. Can't even tell where I attached it, just blends in. I was a little bit off though because I don't pin things like I should, and so the handles are kind of just a little bit off on the sides, but I don't think she's going to care. She's going to like it no matter what. It's pink and it's fuzzy and it's so like 1970s, which is when she was in her heyday. But can you see the fuzz? See the fuzz on that? I really, besides the pink, I really do like how the pop of color like comes out. And she has plans to line the bag, so more power to you if you want to line it. I think she might just get a regular bag insert and put it in there, just so everything doesn't come out of the bobble stitches. So there's her bag. And because I still had yarn and didn't want to waste the yarn, I thought, okay, well, I'll make some little things to go in the bag. So I made this little pouch, I guess. I was going to try to sew it, like make a cord so it sews kind of shut, like cinch shut. And I messed up when I did these bobbles on top, and of course I couldn't really frog it because it takes too much time. So here's this little one. She can add a ribbon or something if she wants to. And then Sweet Potato 3, or Christine Nigel, I think is how you pronounce her name. She is on Facebook and on Ravelry. She actually has the wild cable, I can't remember it. Wild Cables Afghan or something like that. Terry from the Yarn Joy is actually doing the deer pattern from that ebook or the book that you can buy that she designed, and I've done the deer pattern before too, but Anyway, so Christine I think is her name, made a pattern with the snap closures. Can you hear it? It's probably pretty annoying, I bet. But basically, I think my mom's sunglasses will fit in there. If not, she can, throw some coins or something in there. It's going to stay closed. I don't think nothing's gonna, well, I suppose something could fall out, but I doubt it. It's my mom's purse. Who knows what's in there, because I don't carry a purse. Can you believe, with 5 kids, that I don't carry a purse? Now, how many of you would have guessed that? Anybody? My mother? Yeah, I don't carry a purse, and I don't carry a diaper bag other than a grocery stack with some diapers when we're on the run, because we don't leave the house. So, anyway, so I sewed, same with the purse, I crocheted a big long strip all the way around. What you do is you cut a measuring tape, a metal measuring tape, and you cut it to your length, so this big, and then you trim the sides, make it so that it's kind of roundish, not sharp edges on it, and then you can add tape to the sides, so it's obviously not gonna cut your yarn. You'll want to use like electric tape, like the black tape, or some heavier duty tape that's not scotch tape or not masking tape, because that's not gonna stay. And this can't be washed anyway, the yarn can't be washed, so I wasn't worried about the snap closure being in there, because I knew she really couldn't wash it, at least not in the washer and dryer. She could hand wash it. But anyway, so I used up some of the yarn. I didn't want to waste that yarn. And then, after all that's done, I'm like, Mom, I got it ready, you can come pick it up, whatever. She's like, oh, well, can I have 2 rosy wraps? I'm like, what? Yeah, she wants me to make 2 rosy wraps because she saw my picture on my Facebook group, and she's like, oh, I want one of those. So I was like, okay, alright. Geez, do you think this is Mother's Day or something? I always tease my mom. So I figured, I was talking with Randy, and we both decided that for the summer, we really want one in cotton. And the way my mom works, as hot as she gets, she's getting older. 60. Hot flashes and all. I love you, Mom. I'll make sure to tag you on this so you can watch it and get mad or not get mad. But, hey, look, more pink. So here is one of the rosy wraps. In pink. This is cotton. Just your normal, I don't know, Joann's cotton, the big ball. Ball bands don't last in my house because if I give them to the kids to play with, they go away, so then I can crochet. Fair trade-off? I think so. And I pretty much know what yarn it is, and by the feel of it I can tell if it's cotton or not. So anyway, there's rosy wrap number 1. This is a free pattern by Randy at Randy's Ramblings. If you have not done this yet, you really should. It's an ear warmer, for like the winter, or you can put it, put it up for your hair for the, that's probably how you should wear it, maybe. For me anyway, the way my face is. But anyway, for the summer with cotton, if you put it with cotton, it'll absorb any sweat that you would have versus the acrylic, which wouldn't really absorb it. You just probably get hotter. So there's rosy wrap number 1. And pink with navy blue outline. I don't judge. I just make. I really don't judge. I'll make you whatever you want. Just ask me. Okay, so here was the rest of the yarn. If you can see, it's got a little bit of shine to it. You can tell it's baby yarn because it's got like that silk piece that runs through it. And so me being me, wanting to use up the rest of the yarn, I used every bit of this yarn up because I ran out. See this? This part right here is baby yarn and it's pink, but it doesn't have that silk piece in it. I don't think she's going to care. It's like 6 rows. And if people are that close to look at her head to see if the yarn matches, then they're probably too close. So, anyway, there is the blue. It's a darker blue that's blowing way out. And it's a baby pink, so it's definitely not the hot pink. But it's done, and I mean, same pattern. Now this one doesn't stretch as much, or I guess this one stretches more because it's acrylic. So, hopefully it fits her because she has a big head. 23 inches, 23 and a half is what she measured, but this will stretch, so it should fit. If not, I'll wear it. No, I won't. It's pink. Sorry, Mom. Okay, so then I have this pink cotton left over, right? Less than a half a ball, not really a half a ball. And it was getting to be all tangled up, and I was like, let's just use it up. So I made her a towel holder. I still got to add the button, which I'm sure will be pink. And probably put a button there. But anyway, I just winged it. Just crocheted around a rubber band. And then double crochets, tapered off, and then made myself a ring. I kind of don't like, or the buttonhole, I don't exactly like how that turned out, but it'll work. She'll use it, I'm sure. So, I'm sure my dad would really like this in the house. Bright pink towel holder. Wait for it. So, I don't know if I told you the story about how my mom was worried about me taping her when I taped her birthday surprise, because she was afraid I was going to make her some naughty appendage, like I had been, the pot handle covers, the naughty versions. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I still had some pink cotton left. No, I didn't make it naughty. Even though I wanted to, I didn't. But here is the pot handle cover. No naughty appendages, just regular PG-13 channel, right? Okay. So anyway, just your basic crochet in the round, cotton. So when you grab your cast iron pan or your metal pans with the metal handles, you're not going to get burnt. Obviously, you can't stick this in the oven, but if you have it on your stove and you go to grab your handle, or if you're carrying it to the table in the pan like we do, because who puts things in extra bowls these days? Lots of people. Just not me. So anyway, all of the pink yarn was used up, believe it or not, except for this much. And the only reason it wasn't is because there was a knot in there. Speaking of knots, I have spent a good 4 hours taking apart knots. Dawn actually let Connor in my chair, and Connor spilled my coffee while I was out in the kitchen making supper for the other kids. He just thought Connor would sit in my chair and not play with things. No. So Connor spilled coffee on my stack of stuff in my corner over here. Let's just say Mommy had a little breakdown, and Dawn ended up helping me unwind some yarn barf. There's a great big ball of Bernat blanket white, that was just, the kids had pulled it apart, and anyway, he spent over an hour trying to figure that out, and was still trying to figure it out, and finally handed it back to me. We did get that put back together. Believe it or not, this was the yarn barf. It did have a little bit of coffee spilt on it, but I think I washed it out fast enough that, hold on a second. Oh, sorry, it was attached. There's two, actually. I had to wind it up from both ends because it was a very big ball, and it had lots of tangles. But anyway, I cleaned up most of it. I'll have to wash some pieces. I'm so very thankful that I moved my secret project out of the way earlier in the day. I had finished it. I was done. I did my notes that I had to make for it, and I had put it in my room because that's where I took photos of it. I would have been so upset had that gotten coffee on it and I had just finished it. Anyway, Connor is my 1.5-year-old, and he is learning to go everywhere, climb on everything, touch everything, as 1-year-olds do. So we're having to watch him very carefully. If I get out of my chair, I literally have to have somebody else sitting here, put him in his pack and play, or carry him with me, because otherwise everything I have in this corner will be pulled apart, or the remote will be taken, or things that the kids do because they're curious and they're kids. So alright, enough about that. Let's see. So all that was my mother's gifts for Mother's Day, because she's very, very special to me. Thank you, Mom. I love you very much. The next thing we're going to talk about is the charity make-along. Are you guys excited about this? I'm really excited. I really want to give back. I'm excited that some of you are excited, almost as excited as I am. There's been a lot of posts in the Facebook group about ideas on what to make. There's lots of ideas on what to make on the winners thread on YouTube. So if you haven't watched that one, go look at it. Watch it to the very end. There might be something on there. I can never keep a secret very well. But anyway, there's lots of ideas in the comments on what could be made for that. But so the charity mail, if you haven't already heard about it, my kids' school here where we live is Garfield Elementary, and they have 398 students, I found out today. That is before the 70 students that are in kindergarten. That's a lot of kids in an elementary school. So anyway, the idea for the make-along is it can be made out of anything. Knit, crochet, loom, cross-stitch, plastic canvas. If you're really good at making bookmarks with cardstock kind of a bookmarks, whatever you can think of, perfect. Or whatever you can make it out of, I guess, perfect. I do request maybe not wool, because obviously these kids, it's for kids, and who knows what allergies they'll have. So yeah, let's not do wool, I don't think, because I for one won't know that there's some wool in it. So okay, let me back this up, and I'm sorry I can't edit, otherwise I would edit this whole thing out. But so part of the make-along is going to be things that you can wear: hats, gloves, scarves, mittens, anything that the kids can wear. So they're from preschool to 5th grade students. And whatever we get is what I'm going to donate. And so basically it's South Dakota, and it's absolutely freezing cold here in the winter, and our winter is almost 5 months. We just had snow a day ago. It is May 10th. We had snow on May 9th. So yeah, and they can't go outside for recess unless they have hats, gloves, and boots. So it's very important, and kids lose that kind of stuff all the time. And a lot of these kids don't know where their next meal is coming from. They don't have, they get free or reduced lunches. It's that kind of a school. So anything like that. So there'll be the wearables portion of it, and then there'll be the small items portion. So any little toys, any little amigurumis, something they can hold in their hand. I probably wouldn't say more than 6 inches, because we want to kind of make it smaller, or maybe not 6 inches, maybe like 8 to 12 inches maybe. I'm not very good with measuring, sorry. So things like bookmarkers, pencil toppers, small little toys. I was trying to think what else. I've said it all before, but just small little things. Like, maybe some little bags. Like Jada and Stitches just came out with a little kitty cat bag. Things like that. So the small items, they're going to be able to earn. Like if they have a good day, they did something nice for somebody else, they helped their teacher, that kind of thing. And even some of those items will be given to students that have gotten bullied, have had a crisis, maybe a death or something in the family. So comfort items too. So, teddy bears are little stuffed animals that will give them comfort. Even fiddle muffs, something for them to fiddle with. That's what I was thinking. Pencil toppers, if they have something that they can twirl. As you can see, I play with I'm a perfect example of one of those students that could have used a fiddle muff or a fidget spinner. So anyway, small items like that. Now there's a Facebook group. You can come join us over on Facebook, over at Ooh Aah Crochet Group over there on Facebook, or you can do both. Enter both if you'd like. You can do it on Ravelry too. There'll be a chatter thread and a finished object thread, both for the wearables and for the small items. So there's 4 different entries on Ravelry, and there's 1 entry on Facebook if you're in that group. Right now we're like 67 people, so pretty excited about that. And our subscriber count is like 331 today. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so thankful for all of you that have given me a shout out, have mentioned the make-alongs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I do have my address posted on Ravelry. I don't have my address posted on Facebook. However, if you would like to mail your charity items to me for Garfield, you can contact me at amberjoy21@yahoo.com, or you can message me on Facebook to get my address, or you can go over to the Ravelry thread. I'm not going to post it on YouTube because I don't want to keep my family safe. But yeah, definitely message me and I'll send that to you if you'd like to mail something. You don't have to mail anything. I understand postage, completely understand that. So if you want to join the make-along, but don't want to send anything to me, perfectly okay. Just tell me which charity you're donating to, and that'll work out just fine. So, okay. I think that's everything about the make-along. Oh, it starts May 13th, so on Monday, and it ends on August 11th. That'll give me enough time to get everything organized, get it all ready, and get with the principal, and get all that stuff to her. And then if you have a YouTube channel and you're sending it, make sure that the stuff that you do send, put your YouTube channel on a separate card maybe. If you'd like a student that gets your item to contact you and you want to have that information given out, let me know that in a card or a note or something. If you have any more questions, please contact me. I've got a couple secret projects I'm working on I can't talk about. I guess the last couple things I want to talk about is I do want to say some prayers or some healing thoughts and healing vibes to Kayla, with Llama Mama Kayla. She lost her doggy, and then she's been very stressed with all the flooding, and her health has suffered from that. So if you just would think about her, and if you say prayers, say a prayer for her and fast healing, and for the rain to stop. So many areas are flooding, even in South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota. So many areas are flooding. So you can keep her in your prayers. And then I want to say happy birthday to Ella. It's a late happy birthday, but I forgot my last video. So happy birthday, Ella. And congratulations on your wedding. So excited for you. You guys look so amazing. And the smile on your face and that wedding dress was just, it was awesome. Speaking of weddings, there is a make-along. I think Marley Bird must be doing it, maybe? But Snappy Tots, if you guys have not watched Snappy Tots, or if you're not on her Facebook page, you should be. Totally Snappy or Snappy Tots. You can find her on Facebook, and she has these awesome little cute patterns. Ella is always making something from there. She did a lot of her flags. The flag, the American Eagle or 4th of July flag was one of her patterns. But anyway, Heidi from Snappy Tots is actually in this make-along. What they did was one of their producers was getting married. I think her name was Joy, don't quote me on it. Or Angie, maybe. But anyway, a bunch of these different people all made squares for this blanket, this wedding blanket. And they're going to have a square open every Monday and Friday for this make-along. And I believe it's all free. So I might do that because it's super pretty. Super pretty. And someday Dawn and I will get married. So, but anyway, I'm thinking about doing that. And so if you guys are going to do that make-along, let me know. It would be kind of fun to do that together. So I think that is it. This has been long enough. I'm sorry I rambled. I'm sorry I don't have any editing program, but I think my mom might be helping me with that for my birthday. Not for a couple months though, so anyway, I love you guys all. Hugs from South Dakota, and thank you so much for watching me.